Beloved friends, I'm Reverend Kyra, and it is, as always, a privilege and honor to be with you and to hold prayer with you and to be in a place where we get to call in the power of that unified field of consciousness and that spirit of light wherever we may be. And it is especially important at this time in our world. And we are going to look this week into Unity's Healing and Wholeness, and how Charles and Myrtle Fillmore and their basic teachings of unity taught us about the health and the wholeness, the vitality of life energy that lives within each one of us. We're going to begin a series. I'm going to be kicking off a Wednesday night class next week on healing and wholeness. And to begin that, I want to take this Sunday to refresh us on what is that concept or that awareness, that experience, and the power of it as a living presence within each of us. The key in unity is not just an idea, or a concept. It's about really embodying healing and wholeness, and we can only do that from a comprehension of what is it to be healed and whole, and live life from that perception, that perspective. And as we do that, we bring that greater healing and wholeness into the world and into the stream of consciousness that all of us are experiencing. Right now, we definitely need more healing and wholeness, more experience of ourselves as one with God and one with this incredible power, this, yes, internal and infinite power, for it is both, that is within us that carries life energy. When we come to our own healing and wholeness, we do not act out of fear and out of retribution or revenge, or feel a need to work against others, because we are immersed in the power of that living essence. And we heal physically, mentally, emotionally from those experiences that would have us believe that we're less than the true Christ essence that we are separate from anyone else. And one of the greatest gifts we can give to the world at this time in turmoil is to know our own connection to the divine, to know our own healing and wholeness in a way that then transmits that energy through our own cells and our own body, but through the cells of humanity, that we are one body of spirit, body of life. And so if we claim that, then we send forth that healing energy into all of life. Some of you may be facing health challenges, emotional experiences that are less than living in your joy and harmony and peace. And you may be experiencing mental anguish, places that we go, or mental patterns that no longer serve you to bring forth the truth of who and what you are. So we're going to be looking at that and what this healing and wholeness. And Myrtle and Charles Fillmore both had incredible stories. I mean, Myrtle Fillmore's healing of tuberculosis was one of the founding understandings that brought unity to Baehr, because of her desire to know that I am a child of God and I do not inherit sickness. That as she claimed that and began to go to those places and live from a place where she loved every aspect of herself, she honored her body temple, and she did not believe the messages she had been given that she was less than whole, that she began to transform her life experience, and her health returned. And we know that for many years then she was able to serve and bring forth great good in this world from that awareness of the Christ consciousness of her I am presence, the divine in her that knew she was designed to live in health and wholeness. We call forth the healing and wholeness of our own soul this moment and this day and this week and this time in our world. We call forth the healing and wholeness of humanity, the one family of light. And we call forth the healing and wholeness in every heart and every mind and every soul and every being, that they may know, in fact, the truth of who they are and live from that place, which of course would never harm another part of our own being. And we are called to know and feel this so powerfully that it becomes a living vibration that cannot help but radiate out and transform our experience of the world and transform the world itself. We are here to be magnificent beings in our healing and wholeness and knowing who we are and bringing that forth in a way that the world catches on fire, in an inner fire of spirit, in their own healing and wholeness, and then bringing that into all of our interactions with one another on the world stage, on the national stage, on our community stage, on our individual stage of life. We begin to live from a different place when we understand the true principles of healing and wholeness that are at the core of our being. Come join us to discover more and explore this topic this Sunday at Unity Bay Area, Houston. We will definitely be holding prayers and consciousness for our world together, but also coming into this place of living from this vibration of life. Let life have its way in you this day, and love will guide and move and lift your spirit in magnificent ways that bring you back to your wholeness. Of course, you have never actually been gone. We've only believed that we could be separate from the divine and from our own wholeness. So come join us this Sunday at 1911 Highway 3 South in League City, Texas at 10:30 a.m. or join us on live stream on Unity Bay Area Houston Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Whatever way you are living into the true spirit of life within you, we invite you to know the power and the sovereignty of your soul to claim your truth. Live from it so powerfully that it imparts that same kind of wholeness and freedom into everyone and everything that you encounter, that all may know their wholeness, their healing, and we may know that as a world. God bless you. Have a fabulous week, friends. See you Sunday.